basically now. Hi guys on YouTube. If anybody is here seeing me live, hi. Welcome to Ace Weekly, my weekly session on a Sunday at 6:30. I'm attempting to be live on YouTube and Facebook. I think I can only be live. So let it be YouTube. So welcome to those just joining. I'm going to start the session now. Welcome to Ace Weekly. My name and this is my weekly session where I give you tips and tricks that you can use to create your own opportunities, earning opportunities, whether it be in your online business or in a regular business. For tonight, I'm streaming live on YouTube for those who have access to the YouTube channel. Hi, if you're seeing me live, and I'm here on Zoom with my fellow persons who attend each week. So today, working on how to be an efficient freelancer. That's the topic for today, being an efficient freelancer. So obviously as a freelancer, you want to be as effective and efficient as possible. So I'm just going to give you some tips that you can use so that you are basically being what you should. And the efficient you are, the more money you will make as a freelancer. All right, just get the slides up and running so that we can begin. So just sharing my screen now. Gonna share. Tell me that you're seeing my screen. How to be an efficient freelancer. So a lot of platforms are freelancers. You know that a freelancer can work for people and they can get paid to do so, to offer digital skills. Now you have skills that you know already, and then you have to learn along the way. So this session is just about letting you know how to be as possible as a freelancer. So the first thing you want to maintain a to-do list. As a freelancer, you'll find a task to complete, and you want to make sure that you're keeping track of what is being done. So we suggest that you have to-do lists that keep track of the task you need to accomplish, and there are various applications that allow you to keep track of them. I like to use Notepad, but I find that Google Docs is also an application that is very efficient to use. So for those who have a Gmail, you have application tools like Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Forms, and some others that you have access to for free because you have an email account. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to head on over to Google Doc just to give you an idea of how you can go about doing this to-do list. So let's say you have for tomorrow, Monday, September. So where am I? Where am I in September? February 14. What's tomorrow? Valentine's Day. So let's say you have a to-do list for work. So let's say you offer customer support to a Facebook page. You can say check Facebook inbox messages. If you do email support, you can say check email. If you do video editing, you can say edit marketing video for so and so. All right. What else would you have on your to-do list? Tell me some things that some of you have on your to-do tomorrow. What do you have on your to-do list? So we can say that we are going to create Facebook posts for our business. All right, so let's say we have some of those. Now the feature that I like that Google Docs has is a checklist, a checkbox, I should say, beside each of these items. So I can just select them, and you have the bullets and numbering feature that allows you to have an front of a list of items. But in this case, I want to have a checkbox. Come here where I have this checklist icon right here, bullets and numbering thing, but you do have a checkbox. So when we go to insert, see the checkbox icon, not seeing it, but this is what you're looking for right here. So when you click it, you basically get a checkbox beside each item that we have here. So as you complete each item, you just check it off and it crosses it off your list. So I find Google Docs very for that. You feel accomplished when you get to cross items off your list. So remember, of having the checklist is so that, or your to-do list is so that you can check items off based on tasks that you have to complete. You don't want to be not doing what you should be doing as a freelancer because you have not remembered that you have a task to complete. So that's one of the applications that's concerned. So prioritize. Even though you have this list them in order of how the tasks are to be completed. Because obviously you don't want to be doing something that's not relevant now, something maybe due 2-3 days from now, and you put that at the top of the list instead of something that's due in a few hours time or the next. So knowing what to focus on, what to deal with later, and what to, this will help you with your productivity. And all freelancer, you need to make sure that you're as productive as possible because time is money. You don't want to waste any time doing what you should not be doing at a particular point in time. Now, this is one I definitely like to do. I want to practice, improve my skill, because just because you know how to do something, if you practice it, you may lose the skill. And also what practicing does to know, one, how fast you're able to do something. So how you practice is how you will perform. Always work to produce high quality results for clients and always seek to improve your skills and performance. Don't let perfection get in the way of progress. And I'm basically here because what happens is you want whatever you're doing to be so quote unquote perfect that you're delaying the completion of the project. Who does that happen to? Let me know in the chat. You want it to be so perfect that you can't end complete. And that is something that you have to overcome. Now, just because we say we don't be perfect doesn't mean you're not doing a great job as to what you have. So that doesn't mean you should always strive. You shouldn't strive to output the best result possible. But if it's not perfect, it can still work. All right. So just all, it doesn't have to be perfect to do what you need to have it done. Do you practice your skills? For those who are freelancers here, what skills do you practice? Let me know in the chat. Are you practicing your skills, or you just assume that I know it already, I don't need to practice, I know everything, I know how long it takes me to do something, so I have no. Always practice, especially if you've never done a freelance job. Make sure that you're practicing so that you're ready for this job. If you know that this particular service requires certain tools that you need to use, you can't be learning the tool on the job. You should know how to use the tool before you ever even started a particular job. So you have to practice in order to be ready for when you are going to get. So Kerry here has a comment. So many things to learn becomes difficult sometimes. Yes, there are so many things that you need to go that focus on the one that you're working on at the time, which one is important to you right now, and make sure that you practice that one. We have so many things. Saying to my membership persons yesterday, there's so many things to learn. We're learning every day. I am learning every day. I learned something new yesterday because I wanted to show some people some things what to do. We're learning all the time. All right. So Cindy's saying her 9 to 5 takes up a lot. Understand that as well. But remember, if you are on a goal to be an online freelancer, you have to even if it's 15 minutes of your own time, you try to find some time each day to do something for your business. Because remember, the 9 to 5 is not yours. So you want to make sure that you're investing in your own business. All right. So definitely be practicing what you are learning. If we don't practice as human beings, we lose the skill. All right. So I remember that I learned how to touch type. That's the best thing. Yeah, I learned to touch type when I was in high school, 16 years old. That's the best skill I've ever learned, because as an online freelancer, for those who don't know about touch typing, I can type without looking on the keyboard. You look at our like the numbers and stuff, but for other than that, I can type without looking on the keys on the keyboard, and that makes me move faster and things like that. I had a member ask me, you know, if I think that typing is a good skill, as in touch typing, if you're doing transcription and things like those. Yes, it helps. And it also helps in your regular freelancing as well, because you're always on the computer thing. So if you want to learn touch typing, that is something that you can explore. It seems impossible at first, because when I just learned it when I was a teenager, I'm saying, how keyboard out of my head? Impossible. I need to look at the keyboard, but the humor is so amazing that because I practiced it and I kept in practice after leaving high school, I have this skill that is such a great skill to have as a freelancer. So there are a lot of free typing apps out there that you can explore, right? So Kerry says motor memory, definitely. It's really like a part of me now. I stopped for a little while in high school. It's like I couldn't remember anything. I couldn't remember where the keys were, anything like that. But it came back to me. They always say it's like riding a bicycle, right? Well, how to ride a bicycle. So learn new skills. New skills is a part of the freelancing journey. You have to learn this. Learning skills is a part of the journey. You can't just stay with the skills that don't, as Jamaican says, a Jamaican saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket. You can't be doing that, all right? So you can find a lot of free tutorial videos on areas that you're interested in. So YouTube, so many other places, they have a lot of websites that have free courses that you can look on. Udemy.com has free courses. I think I did a video a while back on that when I aced this series. There are so many things that you can learn for free. Let me look at this saying. I was just going to say that. It's like riding a bicycle. As soon as your finger hits the keyboard, you remember where the keys are. Yes. Well, it was not soon as it hit it, but it came back to me. It was, you know, it was part of me. As I would say, muscle to exercise and stuff like that. You know, your body remembers how to move. So learning a new skill. And you can also decide that you want to invest in online courses, programs, or have a mentor that can help you to learn these new skills and in turn grow your business and allow you to earn more. Of being in business, we want to earn, we need to earn a living. So learn skills. And I've told this story to you maybe several times, not sure if it's this group. I decided to teach myself a new skill, video editing. I'm in video editing. I chose the program that I wanted to learn. It was a paid program called Movavi Video Editor. And I found it one of the easier ones to learn at the time. You have Adobe Premiere Pro, you have DaVinci Resolve. There's so many different video editors out there. Canva itself is now classified as one of the video editors. That's like a basic video editor, but it can allow you to do things as well for free and with the pro version. So teach yourself skills, invest in learning skills, and so on. All right. So that's the learn skills part. And since I've video editing, it has been one of the services that I make most of my money. I try to target persons who are interested in online courses, because you know that everybody is doing a course now. They have course videos and they want these videos to be edited, whether it is to remove unwanted parts or add things to the video left out when they were doing the content. So I focus on those types of videos, but there's so many different types of videos out there, sales videos and stuff like that. So I'm not creating a video necessarily from scratch. I'm enhancing and adding to an existing video. So when I started this skill, I was saying, why am I doing video editing? I have no skills like all of I see on the platform Fiverr where I offer this service. I said, I can't compete with them. They do. It's impossible. But never look on what someone else is. Try to offer what you are able to do at this point in time. What is your skill to do right now? And that's what I did. I was what I call a good cutter. Doesn't know about video editing, they call it cutting or trimming a video, removing unwanted parts that people don't want, different sections that they don't want, or extracting what they want. I was good at that, you know, cutting things. I just said, all right, I will cut unwanted parts from your video. right? And I said that I offer simple video editing. So I'm being in and out because I noticed that my internet connection is unstable. So hopefully you guys are hearing me. Give me a 1 if you're hearing me in the chat, that I'm not coming in and out. Let me know that you're still hearing me clearly. I'm still here. I'm not disconnected, just that area. Thank you. All right, so learn a new skill. Now, on this particular note, what I want to tell persons, happy. Today, I accomplished something that I have been wanting to do for the past 2 years, guys. 2 years. Now, I made the investment and I got a website. All right. I don't know if you heard me talk. I don't think I've even mentioned the website because I've had it, but I'm not using it. I'm paying for hosting. I'm paying for the website domain name, and I'm not using it. So here is my website, aceitwithava.com. I have to pay for the domain name and I have to pay for hosting. For those who know about websites, you know that what the domain name is, the name here, aceitwithava, and the hosting is where I am storing my content on my website. So I have had the website for 2 years. I started it in 2020, January, and I have not been using it. So guess what, guys? I have launched my blog. I've launched my blog on this website, aceitwithava.com, and you click on blog, you are going to see some blogs. So here we have blogs here. Thank you, Cindy, for the congrats. So here we have 5 ways to get started, 5 ways to get, what is this? 5 ways to freelance. You see, I don't even know what my title is. 5 ways to get your first job as a freelancer. I'm sorry, I'm so excited. And it's fresh off the press, meaning I did this like an hour before the session or half an hour before the session, starting to put things together, maybe 2 hours before the session. And 5 steps to get started with freelancing, 5 increase your knowledge using the internet, 5 ways to fast track your freelancing career, 5 ways to become smarter, 5 steps to writing mission statement. All right, so thank you for the congrats. Just some of the articles that I've started with. All right, so I thought, why not have some fun? I have launched my blog today, and why not have some? You've heard me talk about my membership program where I say, Let's Ace 2020. I'm going to basically call it Let's Ace 2022 and beyond, because it's going to go beyond. But for now, it's Let's Ace 2022. And I'm not just helping you ace, I'm going to ace it too. So I said, listen, I've had this website now for 2 years. I need to get it up and running. So that's why finally, yes, it's February, but we're still kind of in the new year. The website is being done, to do something now, all right? So I'm saying, let's have some fun. So here's the fun that I'm going to have. So thank you for the congrats in the chat area. For those who are seeing this live on YouTube, you can comment the YouTube channel as well, and I will see your messages. So don't be afraid to comment there as well. All right, so here's the fun that we're going to have. Now, you heard me talk about my membership program. So what I'm going to do is, for the first 5 persons that go to the blog and make a comment, 1 comment, all the blogs that are there, and then take a shot and send me an email. The first 5 persons that send me an email that you have been on the blog and you have made your 1 comment on each blog item, I think there's 6, you're gonna get free access for 1 month to the membership. Yay! Congratulations! All right, so just to repeat that for those who did not hear, basically you're gonna visit aceitwithava.com, go to the blog section, comment on all the blogs, and then send me an email of this as proof. And the first 5 emails that I get are the first 5 people that will get free access to the membership for 1 month. Now, we actually have our month class coming up this Saturday at 7:30 p.m. And it's going to be editing with Canva. And Canva is a tool that have an account for, and the free account, you can do video editing with that as well. All right. So that's just what I'm going to be doing as some fun for the launch of my blog. All right. So back to the presentation. So we say about learning new skills. Now we're going to look at under promise and over deliver. Can't stress it. A good strategy is to under promise and over deliver. An example is doing extra work on a project or completing the project faster than you had agreed to the client. So what happens is that when you're discussing with a client about doing a job, let me move my image out of the way so it's not blocking. So when you're discussing about doing a particular job, you will let them know how long it's going to take you. You will let them know what you're able to do. So while doing this job, you may see that there's something more that you can, or you can complete it faster than you had told them. So if you had told them 2 days and you see where you can do it in 1, do so. Some sellers have a problem and say, am I doing the job too fast? Will the client think it's too easy? The client wants their job done properly and as fast as possible so that they can get the task completed and to what they want to. So if you can get it done, get it done. So a mistake sellers make is that because you have so-called 24 hours to come, you're going to deliver the task at the 23rd hour. As soon as you're complete with it, send it to the client. Client, when they get their work early. I remember seeing some people say, I've never gotten a tip. When I hear some person say, I've never gotten a tip, that was possible to never get a tip, as in you complete your work and you never get a tip. So I saw a comment said like, how do you get tips? How do you get tips? And when I talk about tips, I'm talking about the Fiverr platform where you sell a digital service at a certain price and you tell the client to complete it and they can give you a tip as well. How to get tips? 1, I would advise never ask for a tip. I would never ask tip. Okay, so never ask for a tip or a review. Never ask for a tip or review. All right. So Carrie is saying she's even gotten tips on late delivery. But guess what? What did you do with that late delivery? And I'm gonna tell you the next point as to being an inefficient freelancer. I'm gonna see, did you do that particular point? So when I get to it, I'm gonna ask you if you did that. All right, so never ask for tips. Tips 1, deliver on time, right? Make sure that you're keeping the buyer abreast of what's going on with the job, and also make sure that the quality of the work is superb, and make sure that you are basically doing everything you should as a proper seller. Communicate on time, deliver on time, make sure that the quality of the job is done. All right, so those things oftentimes guarantee you tips. And even on services that buyers may look at it as, boy, that service didn't really take a lot of skill to do and so and so, because I deliver it fast, they give me a tip. And the services are like converting a file from one format to the other. They may say, oh, that's easy, nothing skilled in that or so on. They can just do that, but they give me a tip, all right? Because I do it fast. I can do that particular in 15 minutes, if so long, depending on the length of the file. So someone may send a WAV audio file and they want it to be an MP3, and I can do it in the blink of an eye with a tool that I use called Wondershare. All right. Over deliver, under promise. Always do that. How to gracefully say no. Guys, you don't have to take every single job comes your way. And sometimes you shouldn't take every job opportunity that comes your way. But how you say no can make the difference between no job ever again or future jobs. Now, there's some clients that obviously you never ever want to see them again, or you don't want to get any work from them at all. So you gracefully say no. But there are others that maybe you aren't able to do the task now, And maybe if they come back again another time, you can assist them. So we're talking about those. So you can't say yes all the time. Learning when to say no is hard enough as it is. But learning how to say no is just when you turn down a project or a client, it is vital with a friendly attitude and not burn any bridges. The key to success in any business. All right. So make sure that when you're telling them no, you do that. What I usually say is that I would thank them for showing interest in my service. And then I would say, unfortunately, to assist you with this task at this time, or I may say I'm unavailable at this time. And I want to tell you, a buyer, a potential buyer, like twice. I told twice. And would you believe they actually came back a third time and asked me to do a particular task? And I said, oh, all right, let me just, work. So some buyers will come back to you because they feel that you may be offering quality service based on what? Why do you think they may keep on coming back to you? Because obviously, if there are millions of sellers out there, why would they keep coming back and asking me the same thing? Can you complete this task? Why? What about me wants to come and ask me if I'm still available? They've never worked with me. What do you think is attracting them to come back and keep asking, am I available? Let me know. Why are they coming back? I've never worked with them. Why do you think that I'm going to do a good job? Why are you with me? What reasons you think that they are asking me over and over to work with them? Let me know what you think in the chat. Why? All right. So maintain communication and so Kerry, did you do this? Did you maintain communication? And because Kerry said she got a tip even with a late delivery. All right. So good reviews. Yes, good reviews makes people decide that they want to work with you. They saw that other people worked with you. They had a great experience. I want to work with you too. So that's one reason persons may work with you. And also, not surprisingly, your race can make people decide that they want to work with you because they are of that race. All right. So you'll be surprised that a lot of persons that are the same race as myself, for those I'm of what's this my race now? I was gonna say African American. You know, that's what I always hear people say. I'm African American. I'm black. I have black buyers liking to work with black sellers. All right. So sometimes because of your race, they may choose to work with you. I've heard people say, I'm not putting my picture on my profile because I want to work with a black person or whatever like that. And if to work with me because I'm black, then I don't want to work with them either. All right. So to put yourself on your gig images because people like to see who they're working with. Remember, with your online business, your freelancing business, you are your brand. Remember we telling you before, your brand. So you need to be on video so people can see and see if they want to like or trust you. Somebody doesn't like whatever reason, they're not going to buy from you. And unfortunately, people you and choose not to like you for whatever reason. They don't know anything about you. They just say, I don't like how I'm looking on. I don't like how she's looking on. Right? And decide that they don't. All right. So let's see what Kerry is saying. So good communication, quality, and try to do it quickly. Yes. And offer incentives. Yes. When you offer incentives as well with the services you're providing, that can encourage persons to come along. So if you're doing transcription services, you can say, all right, I'll do a 30-minute file for you for, and if you come with a 15-minute file, I will do that as an extra or something. So just think about how you're doing your offerings and such, all right? So maintain communication and also be honest. So are you facing delays due to personal issues? Because we know life happens, and it seems that life is always happening when you have work to do. So whoever computer mash up, like gone. You notice that these are usually the problems that persons have when they have jobs to deliver. Whether it's true or not, it seems to be something that occurs. Now, if this is happening to you, wait until the last hour when you're to deliver the client, letting them know you have a personal issue. All right. Not saying that the personal issue didn't come up at that point in time. If it really did come up at that point in time, then I have no choice but to let them know then. But if you are able to let the client know from the beginning what may be going on, that's always best to give them an option. They can know, okay, I'm not going to get this job done when I had discussed with the seller. It may take longer, because always remember, they have their deadlines to meet too. So you don't want to throw anyone out. Can you promised? Sometimes, unfortunately, we may sign up to do a particular job and we realize in the job, starting the job, going through the job, I cannot do this. It's either it's not possible or you do not have the skill to do it. And don't be to lie your way through not being skilled enough, because the client appreciates if you let them know. I should say most, because of course people are human beings. You may have some who say, then why you take on a job if you don't know what you're doing? Remember, you took on having the skill set to do it, but job, going through the job, something may have occurred that you're not able to do or fix. Be honest. Clients are honesty, and that's one of the biggest. This last one here, this is one of the biggest things you need to learn about being an efficient freelancer. Communication and honesty. Afraid to look so-called stupid. Them going to think I'm a fool, I'm a this, I'm a that. So I just lie about it. Or you just keep things to yourself. Things are yourself. You're not sure how to do the job. You didn't ask them any questions about how it's done because you are afraid of how you're going to look, and so on. Clients appreciate honesty. I've had clients tell me, wow, you know, most sellers would have taken on the job and not be able to, for your honesty. That's what they said. Thank you for your honesty. You know what I'm saying? So be honest about what you're able to do. And they say, all right, if you're not able to do this particular task, you can come on and do something else. May find something else for you to do because they appreciate your honesty. So they have another job to give you to do. All right, so I have a question here from Denise. That be a problem with Fiverr if you're not sure how to do the job? When you say, will it be a problem? Know that you're discussing with a client and you aren't able to do what they're asking you to do, or you may have already accepted the job, you have an order, and you find that there's a particular job that did not present itself that you're unable to handle. No, because some clients will say, okay, all right, I understand and appreciate that you let me know that you're unable to do that. Just complete the other part and call it a day or something like that. So let them know. Even then, if worst case scenario, it ends up that this particular job is can no more. Yes, that's not good for your Fiverr account, but at the end of, you will not get a horrible review because you were unable to do what the client wanted and you pretended that you knew what you didn't know, and that's not either. All right, so always bear that in mind. Be honest. Let them know that you're not able to do hard. Don't pretend that you can and you can't. All right, so those were just a few of the ways that you can be an efficient freelancer. Which one of these are you guys using now? For those who work online, are you using? These are things you may have known already. You may not have thought of some of them, but these are things that you should be continuously practicing and doing your online business. If you plan to be there for longevity, you don't want to just doing this fly by night task and then okay anymore. You want to make sure that this is a source of income that you keep. Multiple sources of income should always be your objective, whether it be from you work, or you're doing what we call affiliate marketing, where you're selling someone else's product, or you have created an online course and you're selling that. Multiple streams of income should always be your objective. So don't burn one bridge so that you're unable to use that one again. It's a burden in you. Are they giving you too much to do? Let them know that I'm not able to do that, or that's too much on my plate at this point in time. I this, but I can't do that. Let them know. Never be afraid to let them know. So be honest and address the client no regarding it. Being transparent with your client will only help you. Some people get some horrible reviews and they wonder what happened. Why did I get that review? And sometimes you may need to analyze during the task, what happened during the job, what's going on, why did this happen? Analyze and see. Sometimes there was nothing that we could do to get that reviews. You have humans who for some reason are very nice humans, and for whatever reason may choose not to leave a good review. Never take that personally. It is a part of the, unfortunately, you're going to feel it, you're going to process it, but you have to move on from it, because don't let it cripple you for future jobs that you get. All right, so that's just a part of everything. All right, so before we wrap up, just persons that I have launched my blog on my Aceit with Ava website. All right, so let me stop my share. Yes, I've launched my blog on my Aceit website, and in celebration of this launch for the blog, I am giving 5 free entry spots into my membership program 1 month for free. But the catch is you have to go to the blog, come back over to the blog. You have to go to the blog and you have to comment on each blog post, and then send with proof that you have commented on each one. And then we go 5 people that send me that particular email will get the access to the membership for 1 month free. So for this is a good time to get in for free. This Saturday is our monthly masterclass on Canva video editing using Canva. So if you're gonna get in for free, this is to get in and test out and see what the membership is all about. See someone writing on my screen. I'm having a teachers teaching the thing, and they're having the little child doing something on their screen. Not sure who is doing that one, but yeah, that's funny. That's really, really funny. All right, so let me just stop the share. And wow, what is really going on there now? You guys, I've never experienced that. That's serious. That's serious right there. All right, so yes, I'm gonna put the website in the chat. Gonna put the website there in the chat area. All right, so let me see what's going on here. Things are out of control, guys. Things are out of control. So it's .com. So let me put the website in the chat, aceitwithava.com. And my email is the same thing, aceitwithava@gmail.com is where you would email the screenshots of you actually commenting on each blog post. I hope it works. The blog is new, so we have not had any persons logging on or signing up, I should say. So hopefully everything is working. So the comments are waiting for me to approve. Thank you, Faith. So I'll head on over there. You see that we have some crazy stuff going on. We see people's videos showing and people writing on, and there it goes again. Oh my gosh, what is happening, guys? All right, so I'm gonna details that they need to. So the first 5 people who comment and screenshots of these comments to the, wow, guys, do you see that? I know that there are settings there, but I've never thought of doing that because we've never, I know I should do it, but I'm like speechless. I'm seriously, yes, I was like, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I'm actually shocked. I'm actually shocked. Yeah, no, the YouTube wouldn't allow that because, oh well, yeah, the details were on a YouTube channel before, but like, I'm sorry guys, I'm yeah, I'm sorry guys, I'm like shocked. I'm like, honestly, I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't believe it. I'm sorry guys. Guys, tears are coming to my eyes. I'm a really emotional person, so I just like, it's like it was just overwhelming. Like, what's going on? Sorry, guys. Wow, what a way to end, right? I just reported the person to Zoom. That's what I was doing a while ago when I was talking to you. Wow, guys. All right, so sorry about that, guys. Like, and I don't even know why my eyes are welling up, and I'm like, I just couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. Shocked. All right, so yeah, what a thing to happen while I'm actually to be on the video. So for whoever saw that on YouTube and here with you guys here, I'm sorry about that. You know, in all my years of doing live sessions, I've never seen that. And I mean, we usually have strangers coming into the platform, but I've never seen that. Have you ever seen that? I've never seen that. I've never seen that. Sorry about that. Ah! All right. So yeah, I know guys, I know it's not my fault, but it's like I'm like shocked. You would think that being in the online space for all these years, nothing would shock me, but that I was really like, what is going on? What is really going on? I was really surprised. Yeah, I'm all right. I just can't believe it. I've never seen anything like that. All right, guys, so I'm going to wrap up and then compose myself off camera. All right. So, guys, thank you for joining me on this session live. I hope you got for what you need to do for the posting on the blog, and send a screenshot to the email at aceitwithava@gmail.com. The website is aceitwithava.com. So have a great rest. Bye.